Hey, how's it going? I have something that I want to read to you. So here goes. Should have had it on the first page to begin with. Okay. The power of connectedness. I didn't write "of" for some reason. Let's just add that on there. The power of connectedness and the love grid. Upon awakening to awakening and the unfolding, what is with leaving off of the unfolding of carefully constructed petals, like petals of a flower, of conditioning, a bounty of new but not new, knowing and learning. The modicums we've been taught are the steps to success are actually leading us to something else. Each one asks us to prioritize ourselves and our desires overall at any cost. What they actually do is heighten the illusion of separation and glorify the attainment of wealth and possessions. They literally unwind the love, generosity, and concern we have for each other that we're born with. There's a saying, there's a saying that people don't become successful millionaires or billionaires without doing someone dirty. It's as if there's an unraveling of everything that's good and innocent in us from birth that we're constantly under assault by, because of the metrics society teaches us must be met in order to be a success. Did you already stop? Okay. That is my music that I hope is not audible here so I don't get dinged. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, it's kind of murky, I know, but what I was saying there is we're born, innocent and full of love and untainted by life. Because the older you get, the more you're introduced to that tries to strip that away from you. So it's just a challenge right from the start. Okay, where was I? It's like the more successful people get, the more they lose as a person. Compassion is a big one, and not only does it seem to come with the territory, it's like now a crucial component to achieving success. It's like it's a success, that it's a requirement. Well, it's like it's now a crucial component to achieving success. That it's a requirement. There's a hoarding element that arises, an effort to hide what they can from government tithing or taxes. There's a common claim of wanting to secure inheritances from this taxation. The claim is it's so... Okay, I left half of that word off. God, was I in a hurry or what? It's so future generations can be the beneficiaries. I don't really believe that to be true. I think there's a thrill in preventing the government from collecting contributions that people that don't hide their money pay themselves. And shouldn't there... Wait, what? Shouldn't there... What? Pay them themselves. Oh, I see. So yeah, there's a thrill in preventing the government from collecting contributions that other people that don't hide their money pay. Should put other in there because, yeah, I guess I was in a hurry. That other people pay who don't hide their money. And should for those who owe it. Oh, I see. The people that don't hide their money pay, even while people that they can spare it without missing it, try not to pay it. Try not to bear the responsibility that everyone else has to or is expected to. So, okay. So they should pay themselves, and should for those who owe it. Oh, and shouldn't. Okay, let me make that clear. So it's muddled, but what I mean is these people that have a lot of money avoid paying taxes for these reasons that I feel to be kind of spurious, and I think it's more about I can control this and make other people bear the responsibility that I should be taking when I'm availing myself of all of the things that the taxes pay for and acting like, I don't know, dickhead king. So, let me see if I can get back in there. Oh, Jesus, I left half of it off. One more time. There's a thrill in preventing the government from collecting contributions that other people who don't hide their money and then just pay it themselves. And shouldn't for those who owe it but don't want to pay. They are wealthy protagonists, either is hardened to or learns to avoid spending their own money, but have no issue expecting others to spend theirs. This adds to the illusion of separation, the mistaken idea that wealth upgrades your personhood. If anything, it sabotages and damages the bridge that would join people together. To me, it's a great success to randomly help or accept help when someone's in need. For a long time, I've known that true wealth is happiness and gratitude for what you have, especially if it's, forgot to write all, if it's all, if it's not a lot, sorry, jumped ahead there. Yeah, I mean, you can be completely joyful and fulfilled if you don't have all of the stuff. Okay, let me just keep going. points upon points if you share what you've got, even if it's the last of what you've got. There can be joy at having improved another situation. Circumstances. This will raise a person's vibration, and that is a highly prized achievement. More so than I realized until lately, because lately I learned that if enough of us start doing it, and for longer and longer periods, that it can spur the solar flash, the event so many light workers are here for. It's well to keep in mind that each soul is here on a mission, a role that is both personal and public. We all have a plan to pursue and complete, as well as a part to play many times over in life on the part of helping others. We have the opportunity to help. There's so many entangled threads to our existence. It gets hard to keep straight, but we're living out blueprints meticulously drawn for our lives. We undergo so many experiences, life lessons and rescues and interventions. There's so much going on in our lives and the people around us lives. Not to mention everything else. Like layer upon layer of intricate tapestry woven that constitute our lives. The period goes there. I suppose it becomes hard to stay focused and easy to be distracted from our original purpose, that being to live and support each other as our lives play out. We don't, and support, by the way, it doesn't necessarily mean like someone coming to hand you like the last bit of change for your grocery bill when you get to the counter and realize you don't have that last bit of change. That's not what I mean. Although that's like a really good thing to do, and you're really grateful when it happens. Hold on. We don't come into life remembering much of this, and that's by design. We also have the task of returning to the memory that it's all part of a larger plan. Several years ago, around 5, I began this practice while meditating of visualizing a giant meeting space for other souls who wanted to create a space to express love, or who wanted to, let's say, join a space to express love and gratitude for all creation. Ever since, it's been a regular thing for a Sunday morning. At first I was alone, and then gradually another person or two would have shown up when I returned. At first there wasn't much form. It was mostly a sensation of energetic hand-holding. As attendance grew, the attendees took on a crude form. Black tip-up pyramid for bodies. Very short arms extended in black cartoon-like 3-fingered hands with thumbs. And a black smiling happy face circle for a head. It's a plenty fine representation for an individual's vibration, and the attendees have grown in number over time. In a space resembling an arena, the sides around what would be a playing field in a normal one are all filled in. It's not a place restricted to Sunday visits, and I last looked. And when I last looked, jeez. When last I looked. I suppose I should have looked at this before I started reading it, but I'll just continue. When I looked, it was almost when I last looked, it was almost completely full. Hand by crude hand, everyone was linked. It was in fact hard to see an empty space, but it grew larger still, radiating outward in more concentric rows. All of the tightly packed, all of them, tightly packed together, black forms now appearing to be a super huge black chrysanthemum. Each little form is a petal of the love flower grid thing, and there's so many have packed into the space that it's overflowing its edges, and if it was a stadium, the people have overflowed out of the top of it, if it doesn't have a roof on it, over the walls into the parking lot, and just spreading outward, because more people are joining, because more people want to get together, I would say, for potency's sake, and meditate on love and just being love. And when you have an unloving thought, flip it and switch it to a loving thought, or reformulate the thought into one. Okay, I have more. A vibrant, glistening bloom, humming with the resonance of all of the souls gathered there at the same frequency. The same frequency that drew them there, what I call the love grid. Filaments, changing the subject here, filaments or tendrils, but not really changing it, of our consciousness, of ourselves and each other, find their way from one of us into the fields of that which we focus upon. Like tree roots or the mycelium grid, out of sight below the surface, slowly and carefully easing into widespread systems of humanity and the individuals who act as nodes. Amongst other definitions, a node is a point of connection. So each of the forms in the stadium flower would be a node, and let me continue. Those of us who are conscious amplifiers and receivers of the messages spread via those subtle root systems. That's what a node does. Ooh, pardon me. Example, critical mass. So when I was talking about the filaments and the little tendrils sort of bleeding their way into everything else, into fertile soil, into areas of receptivity, okay, so I said that. So example, critical mass. So critical mass to me, up until a couple of days ago, meant one particular thing, and that was when I was a bike messenger in San Francisco, or just a messenger, but usually it was for bikes. At the end of each month, there would be something called critical mass. And at the end of the workday, a bunch of messengers and other like office people that commuted on their bikes, like just people that were ending their workday that commuted on a bike, could show up once a month and like take a predetermined route through San Francisco, and then that was like a way for us all to connect and like celebrate a little bit at like, okay, that month ended, we got through it, or whatever. It was just a really cool and fun way to gather. Like people would dress up and come with like unusual bicycles or other riding things, other conveyances, and it was just a good feeling, and it was fun, and it was like a communion, a coherence of like minds. And I've been talking and sharing on my site information I've been getting from the Galactic Light Federation about things like the solar flash, which I had thought for a long time that somehow people were not attached to that, but it actually depends on us. Like, it's not going to happen unless we raise our vibrations individually and, the consciousness of the planet collectively, or inhabitants of the planet along with the planet, because the planet is also a conscious being. And we have become so unconscious of that, I think. Like, we just don't really give the love and consideration due to all of the other inhabitants of the whole micro system that we are of the planet. Anyway, so critical mass, I started hearing them talk about a lot, and it referred to enough people sort of hearing the call to remember who they really are, which is, and then this is all of us. We are at our core love, but we have all of these layers that we've decided to take on and like embody. And I think we just kind of get caught up in it and forget, like, wait, that's not why we're supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here to, like, I mean, there's things set up to happen, but we're meant to, like, positively work our way through them, not, like, give more power to energy that is harmful to the rest of us. And even the person doing harm, like, they don't get off scot-free on that, like... Anyway, back to critical mass is another collection of people, like, voluntarily joining together, and it creates a vibration. And I think even when I'm talking about like the bike one with the messengers in San Francisco, it definitely was like a good feeling to be together with all those people doing that thing, or returning to my love grid, that I thought I made it up, but I think me and other people sort of became aware of it. I mean, like, maybe we did dream it up, but the dreams come from somewhere, the ideas come from somewhere. Like, whatever we're here doing, we're not doing it, we're not even doing that alone. Like, we still are connected to all of these unseen entities. And maybe you could call them roots, or maybe you could call them the mycelium mat, but they're just other beings that are also drawn to the vibration and want to join it and be part of it. And the more people here on Earth that are doing it, even if they're not consciously, like, I'm in a good mood and it's, in service of the light and love. Like, maybe people are not thinking of it in those terms, but everyone enjoys a good feeling. Like, I don't know very many people that won't, sort of pursue that if if they felt it, they know it feels good. Like, we like to feel good, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, a lot of that sort of state of mind and, I guess you could say, chosen occupation for being here, you know, embodied or incarnated on the planet right now as a human. We're here to help generate that big, strong vibration that's going to be created by us collectively deciding to raise our vibration, or being receptive to the feelings that generate the vibration. Either way, that's going to contribute to what makes the solar flash happen. Like, it's not something that's going to happen. Like, we shouldn't be waiting for it to happen on its own. We got to, like, make it happen. But so I usually, I have some cards, actually. Wait, I thought I had more cards than that. Where'd they go? Maybe I'll just do those separately in another video, but where's what I'm looking for? I have one card that was just for me, for my own personal, just part of my daily ritual, and it's an online reader. So here's the card I got for today, and it's the Alchemist. I love that he's in this blue room. Like, blue is, I didn't realize this until recently, but it's sort of a healing modality tool amongst the Arcturians, probably others too, but there's blue Arcturian healing music, there's blue Arcturian healing light, so there's a lot of blue in this, and they actually are very helpful, the Arcturians, in being sort of advisors, and well, I don't know why I'm saying monks, but okay, monks that we consult, because they know they know the healing ways. And part of that is changing something that is not great, flipping its script, and like, okay, acknowledge it's not great, but here's what's great about that not great situation. So, the Alchemist. The Alchemist card brings with it the promise of a multitude of possibilities and hidden potentials. It represents a time in your life when you are about to uncover a hidden talent or skill that has been lying dormant. The GFL, Galactic Federation of Light, has been talking about dormant talents awakening because of intense light energy coming in from the sun and activating those dormant facilities in our genetic structure. It's like hitting us in the DNA. Hey, don't go dark. This talent may not be completely unknown to you, but its true capacity and potential has yet to be fully discovered. So that really struck me, because when it comes to awakening latent talents, you know, these are things that, I'm not talking about like the ability to shoot a basketball. This is more like sort of psychic level stuff. And it's like regaining those things. I don't know that it's like specifically mission oriented, you know, what skill you or talent that awakens in you, but I started noticing something of my own a couple of years ago, and I'm actually not going to share with you what it is, because it feels like if I do, I'm just going to sound like a crazy person that thinks I have like way more power than like anyone thinks I should. But that's the thing, though. We none of us think that we should be as powerful as we actually are, and that's something that we have to, or not that we have to, but that we are awakening to, like just naturally, because that's the plan. That's the way we've all agreed to have it laid out. Like everything that's happening, we're surprised because we don't remember that we already set it up to be this way. It's a fun conundrum. A funundrum, if you will. Anyway, let me go back to this. Oh, sorry. Talking about my little hidden talent. It is actually, like, it's not a thing like a psychic medium thing at all. It's more like a tendril filament type thing, where things I'm doing are turning up in other places, and it's like taking me a while to understand, oh wait, this is actually something that I'm doing. Okay, now how do I use it to benefit everyone, and also how do I use it to benefit myself and like make a living from it, because that's okay. I'll get to it. I'll get there. So anyway, let me continue reading here. This talent may not be completely unknown to you, but its true capacity and potential has yet to be fully discovered. The alchemist stands as the master of mixing and blending, symbolizing a talent for creating unique, enchanting flavors. Whether in the form of cocktails, culinary delights, or other areas of life, this card suggests you possess an untapped skill in combining the elements around you to create something magical and unique. The alchemist is not just about craftsmanship, though. He also represents the joy that comes from creation and exploration. He holds the Philosopher's Stone, a symbol of transformation, indicating that this talent you possess has the potential to bring significant changes in your life. His table, the alchemist's table, is filled with potions and unique creations, further emphasizing the transformative and creative essence of this card. Each concoction is a testament to his skill and creativity, inspiring you to explore your own potential and see what unique mixtures you can create. In the realm of the alchemist, combinations are endless and result in exquisite, unexpected delights. Suspected. Sorry. You might have been downplaying your abilities, not acknowledging your creativity and potential. But when this card appears, it's time to dust off those dormant talents and let them shine. You have a knack for mixing and matching, for creating unusual and delightful combinations. It's time to utilize this talent and see what marvelously unique concoctions you can whip up. The alchemist, vanquisher of assumed impossibility, you can do it, is presented here in his ancient laboratory. His radiant smile, a soul brimming with allure, a charm tied to the power of creation, and the exhilaration of witnessing the impossible become reality. He holds a Philosopher's Stone, symbol of transformation, a beacon of change, and a testament to the fruits of labor. All around him, the table is adorned with myriad potions, emphasizing his dexterity and prowess. Well, you're sure making a tongue tangle out of this. He serves as a reminder that you too can harness the potential within to harness transformation and create a masterpiece. That was too many harnesses too close together. I got all dysfunctional on that. Dive deep, bringing forth the unseen. This card speaks encouragement into your spirit, imploring you to dive deep into the depths within in search of the unseen. As akin to the alchemist's expertise in creating extraordinary potions from ordinary ingredients, so do you possess an innate ability yet to be tapped fully. The card serves as a wake-up call, rallying you to recognize, nurture, and deploy your dormant potentials. Just as the alchemist takes joy in his creations, so should you relish the process of exploration and revelation of your hidden skills. What the alchemist means for you today. Upon drawing the alchemist card today, you savor the delightful prospect of revelation, of a hidden talent. A voyage into the depths of your abilities whispers a promise of wonder and fulfillment. The alchemist in his ancient laboratory illuminates your path with the guiding light of the Philosopher's Stone. Your spirit echoes with a resounding call to venture deep within, to bring forth the unseen into the arms of reality. Harness your hidden skills of creating magical concoctions with ordinary ingredients. Like the smile adorning the face of the alchemist, let this revelation paint a smile on your face as you explore the marvels of self-discovery. So, have been making this discovery of like hidden talents or unseen talents, and like I said, I've figured out what it is. I've had it for a while. I've just been kind of observing what I've been doing with it sort of unconsciously. I think now it's time to be more conscious with it and therefore be able to direct it better, more efficiently, more helpfully, actually. And I'm going to read these with the other cards. I think I'm done. Thank you and good night.